How are you feeling about the offense at this point?
I feel really good. It's fun to be able to game plan a little bit more. Preseason is just trying to get all your offense in and add wrinkles and all that, and then now we get to really plan for an opponent. So that's been fun the past couple of days. I think we look great. The guys ready to roll. Everybody's just itching to play, so we're all excited.
You've shown some little bits of the playbook throughout preseason. How excited are you to really open it up and show what you guys can do?
Really excited, like I said, to just put all of our focus on an opponent and come up with the best game plan we can and go out there and execute. And we got a lot of weapons, obviously, and just excited to play with these guys. And the way our offense and our team has gotten better through camp is really exciting. So I'm excited to show that.
How different do you feel going into week one than what you felt a year ago this time?
I feel a little bit different. A little bit different. I'd say, more comfortable, obviously, just in the NFL in general, kind of understanding how everything goes. Got a little bit more confidence. I really like where we're headed and feel like our offense has looked really good, and I think we're just all gelling really well right now. So just excited. I'd say that's the main thing, though. Just excited to get going and get year 2 started.
How important was it for you to get those snaps in preseason, just playing with your guys a little bit more? Just how important was that?
Yeah, I think it's big any year. But especially, I guess, both years for me, it's been some new guys. So whenever you have guys that you haven't played with yet, it's just a little bit different being out there, live reps. I can get hit, I'm not wearing the red jersey, all that stuff. It's a little bit different. So to get out there and have, I guess I ended up playing, 3 quarters this preseason, to play almost a complete game was good. I think good reps for all of our guys to learn from, good tape to teach from and all that, and then just build on that.
And you get to have more communication with Doug Peterson. He's calling down the plays
Exactly,
and everything.
yeah.
So how has that sort of developed, the chemistry between you and Doug?
It's been great. We've had a couple weeks, all the meetings leading up to the game, just us discussing, the call sheet, the plan, third down, red zone, all that, and us being able to communicate about all those things. He does a great job. And then to hear him on game day, how he approaches things, and obviously to have him calling the plays, it's been good. It's gone really well. Him and Press have done a good job of just really putting their minds together for everything, and all the other coaches too. We got so much experience and so many smart coaches. It's been cool to see everybody come together.
Trevor, this is kind of a hard thing to gauge because you got the red jersey always on the practice.
Yeah.
Can you get a feel for how much better this pass rush might be this year as opposed to last year?
Yeah, it's really good. That's what in practice. They give us fits some days, just all the different speed they have everywhere. The guys on the edges, and they're moving Arden around everywhere. So it's been tough. It's challenged us, which has been good for us. We've seen pretty much every different look you can see, and then really challenged our guys up front who've done a good job too. So it's been fun to see those guys battle, and I'm just excited to get to play against another team now. So it'll be fun.
You've talked about some, I guess as a goal. Are you a master of this offense?
I think I'm getting there. I wouldn't say that right now. I feel great with where I'm at, and I do think I know the offense really well, but there's always little things, and I think you can always get more on the same page with the coaches and know the game plan inside and out. And then now the challenge is every week it changes because you're playing a different defense, and it's really about doing that every single week. It's not just this is the offense. It's okay, what's our plan to attack this defense, and just knowing all the ins and outs, and that's the fun part and the part you really have to study.
How different does the vibe around the locker room feel right now in this year?
That feels, honestly, I feel like this last year's been such a blur. It's kind of hard to remember the exact feel at this point before game 1 last year. I couldn't even tell you comparing it to that, but I know there's a good feeling here. The guys are excited to be here. Our team is really close, along with the coaching staff. I think we all get along really well. And there's just a lot of confidence. Being at a place, obviously didn't have a great year last year, there's a lot of confidence in here, and that's exciting, and all the guys are just pumped to get going.
Is this a bit of a weird week knowing that there's no game this weekend? What are you guys preparing for? Is it Washington this week specifically?
Yeah, it is. Obviously, it's not like game week because you have all that extra time, but it's really you get these bonus practices, so just trying to take advantage of those, obviously get a head start on Washington, start game planning a little bit. You're not necessarily full force. The coaches are, but as far as players, we're still working on some things on our own that aren't necessarily all Washington. But yes, it's your game plan, and you get these extra days. You got to take advantage of them. So you get pretty much 2 weeks to plan for an opponent. So and it's always interesting planning for the first game too, because you don't have any regular season tape. So same defensive coordinator, but there's always some wrinkles. So we'll see.
What progress did you see over camp from Luke Fortner, just his relationship with you and how you guys are calling the plays?
Yeah, he's been great. Like I've said before, a really smart guy. I mean, he's picked up the offense super quick, and just to see his progression every day, but just from when he got here in the spring until now, it's night and day. And physically, the guy's really good too. He's not just smart. He's physically holding his own, playing really well, and I'm excited to build on that every week. And obviously, that relationship between me and him is really important. And we'll be spending a lot of time together this season, just prepping for each opponent, and then just getting to know each other. And that's a big relationship. Me and Linder were close last year, and obviously me and Shalley are pretty close too. So that's always a big relationship. So it'll be great.
Why does it matter so much that he knows the offense as well as he's got to say the same thing?
Talking about Luke, yeah, he's directing the traffic up front. Obviously, I help and I do what I can, and protection, we're all on the same page, and we'll change calls and he'll change some calls, all that. But we're all working together. But he's got to know it inside and out as well. So, and then also when we communicate, it's got to be quick. You got to play clock, all those things, and just got to be on the same page. And I think we've done a great job of that so far.
Hey Trevor, last year you had about 400 of your passing yards were to running backs. When Doug Peterson won his Super Bowl in 2017, they had about 1,100 yards throwing to their running backs. So have you guys talked about using the running backs more in your passing game as you're heading into the season?
I wouldn't say that's been necessarily a specific emphasis. I think in the system there's a lot of opportunities for that. So yeah, there'll be a lot. We get a lot of opportunities when we get a matchup, whatever it is. We'll take advantage of it. And the way defenses play now, sometimes that's your best matchup. So that's something that we'll try to take advantage of as much as we can. We got the backs to do it too. So I'm sure we'll see some of that. Can't really get in. It's not like we necessarily said this is what we're trying to do more of this year.
Trevor, Evan Ingram's birthday is coming up this Friday. The fans want to know, what do you think about getting him?
Man, I was just planning on, dapping him up, giving him a couple balls in practice, but no, I might get him some wine or something. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see on Friday. So.